YouTube, it's your boy D giving you this late review on Claws, episode 4, episode 5. Man, I've been late with it. I've been working this overtime. Man, I'm so late. Forgive me, you know. Forgive me, guys. I've been late on the child support. Can you give me another chance to make it right, guys? Can you give me another chance to be part of the family? Can y'all give me a chance? Let me know if you can. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to the channel if you're a Claws fan, and I know you are. And if you want to say wow, hit the bell to your right to be notified of my review on Claws. And if you don't even like Claws, you like cream sugar, I got you. If you like green leaf, I got you. You like love after lockup, I got you. Wild Seals, I got you. Krypton, I got you. Anyway, comment, like, and share all that good stuff. Anyway, I'm just gonna be it's gonna be a quick recap of Claws episode 4. It was basically sorry y'all. Roller has been kidnapped, right? By M, Melba, and Mac. Because remember, he got kidnapped trying to help a woman change the tires, fix a car, whatever. And that's not things that Roland has stood her up because she was getting because she felt like he's back to the same Roller, blah blah blah. And she tells everybody what's happening. That Roller stood up, and then we find out that Roller has been kidnapped. And meanwhile, she was kidnapped. And meanwhile, and during this time, Dean has befriended Mac. Mac has befriended Dean. They basically talk about it there. We found that Mac wants to use the money to open up a school for Indian school, something for his kids. So we found that Mac actually is actually not all bad. He's actually kind of has human qualities. He does dirty stuff, but he's humanized. And he wants to take Dean under his wing to play this game called whatever it is. I forget what the game is called, but it's kind of like a gambling game, and Dean's pretty good at it. He spent a lot of time over there, right? And Dessa wants Dean not to hang out with Mac. Mac is not good news, but Dean's not paying her no mind, basically saying, look, you know, Mac is a good friend. You don't care about me. All you care about is getting the money. So basically, Mac has Dean under his control. You know, basically using the relationship of his childhood and the relationship with his sister, saying that his sister is not there for him. In fact, Dean spending so much time with Mac that he's messed up his relationship with his wife, Virginia. Now, Virginia is trying to communicate with Dean, and Dean's just into the game, and you know, letting the game become an idol. This is kind of a good point when you're not paying attention to his significant other, someone else is paying attention to him, to her or him, which is EJ. What's his name? EJ, Jen's baby daddy, and EJ is trying to, you know, wants Virginia to stay with her. You know, he's flirting with Virginia, right? He's flirting with Virginia, and Dean don't even know. I said, Dean better pay attention. Somebody trying to scoop your woman, man. You better pay attention. I'm gonna leave it at that, right? So doing this all the time. Oh, Clay was opening up, and Bryce opened up the clinic to rehab the people, because he, in the last couple episodes, he noticing, you notice that Clay usually used to open up the clinic to give out opiates, drugs. Now he wants to rehab the people, right? And one of the people that comes in to visit is Jen's mama. Now, Bryce basically kicks her out saying, "You ain't no good, you ain't this and that." Remember, last season, Bryce's mama wants some, got some Bryce D goodness. We're gonna leave that alone. Got some D, his goodness right there, right? So during that time, Polly and Joe, they're making out, having crazy good time, having crazy sex. They smooching and getting along, getting in. It was amazing and all that. So when but then Disney tells Clay and everybody that Lola has to be kidnapped by the M&M family, and Clay was like, "We gotta get my baby boy back." So they tried to go blaze it in the first time, and we found out it was basically a booby trap. So they think the ball was there, but they have booby traps. So this time, I think Melvin contacts Destiny saying, if you want to get Roller back, you have to basically come in by yourself and give up your partnership. And during this time, Destiny is being conflicted by her conscience, saying, should I go back to Roller? Should I get him back? Because remember Roller, they had a past. Roller wanted to kill Destiny the first time. This was the first episode. And she basically, she killed his aide, choked him out. We thought he was actually dead. But he was brought back to life by this other woman. I forget who brought him back to life. So, and she's conflicted with that, saying, "Oh, should I bring him back? Should this or that?" But she ultimately brings him back, and then when she finds out the hiding spot, she basically dances with Melba. Melba wanted her to dance, and Melba says, if you want to roll it back, you have to give up your rights to the partnership and sign where you like. She was hesitant, but she finally decides to sign away her life. But of course, it was obviously a trick, right? So they locked, and of course, I'm going kind of fast here, guys. This is not, like I said, this is not gonna be an actual, review. This is just kind of a brief recap. So they basically they tied up Destiny with Roller, and basically Roller and Destiny looks at Roller like, I don't know why. The first Roller's like, I don't know why it took you so long to come back and get me. You took a long ass time, and Destiny's like, I don't like you, Roller. You just dad. You're the same Roller. You just dad. You killed me. And they basically were arguing back and forth. This was the whole argument back and forth, and why, they ultimately they somehow escape. And even due to the escape, they were arguing back and forth, saying, "You don't want me back. Well, you don't want me back. You don't love me no more. You think you is this and that." And this ain't really true. She's getting mad, and you can see that Rolly really loves Desna, and he wanted her back. Since so it was kind of nice to see Rolly actually. You see the growth of Rolly. He's actually changing. He's not just a playboy. He actually cares for Desna, and I think they're gonna be good together. I actually think Rolly and Desna could be good for each other. You know what I'm saying? And what else I miss? I think I missed. Did I miss anything in the fourth episode? I don't think I did. I think that's pretty much what happened in the fourth episode. If I missed anything in the fourth episode, let me know. Anyway, I'm going to move on. I'm just going to talk about the fifth episode. This week's episode of Claws. It basically, we find out. Again, we found out that one of the things we found out that Desna knows about her father. We found his father was an architect. That the father that supposedly left them, and she says, she wonders if she should meet her father, and everybody giving different advice. Rolla says basically you should meet him. You don't know if you have a chance you'll meet him. And what else in this episode? I don't remember. She meets her dad and at his job, and says, "This is your daughter." He basically says, "Look, I need some time to think about it." Cause Destiny feels some type of way because she feels like her dad should just be like, "Oh, I'm excited to see her," but I think he was overwhelmed. It's like he just got his job, so he was like, "I need time to think about that joint." So, meanwhile, Desna is still playing the game. No, not Desna. Dean is still playing that game with Mac, and he's been spending so much time with Mac, and again, Virginia's trying to get her man back, and his man trying to tell her that he spent too much time over there, blah blah blah. Dean gets not paying attention to his woman. He's so focused on the game. It's like I'm afraid that EJ's gonna come in, and it's gonna be a problem, and then I hope that he don't lose his woman because of this game. Right. So basically, let me see. Anyway, y'all, Rolla and Desna. Rolla wants to move in with Desna. He wants to start Rolla. Then he wants to actually, start a relationship with Desna, saying, "Hey, baby, I want to move in." He's talking about, "I want to decorate the place," and Desna said, "Hold slowly, Rolla. The men I dealt with, like you, were bad news, and all started with my daddy, because she had daddy issues or whatever." And everybody kind of tells her you need to talk to her dad. Even Rolla said you got to talk to her dad. His dad, her dad. So he basically, Destin talks to her dad. He met him at the job, like I said before, and Destin was like, I'm your daughter." He looked like, "Oh shoot, you gotta talk later," because Destin's feeling some type of way about it. And she tried to call Dean, but Dean's playing mahjong, so Dean ain't paying no mind. Which again, Dean ain't paying no mind to his Virginia. Which I feel like EJ gonna come in and take over, of course. And Mac is trying to is really encouraging Dean to play, take him on his ring. But Melba is like, you need to stop it, you need to move on. But Mac really generally cares for Dean. So, of course, Polly and Joe getting a little thing on. They get in the end. And Joe wants to know the real Polly Ann, but Paul says, you love me like I don't know you loved me before, and of course, what else? Oh, Clay and Bryce and Bridget, Jen's mama. Clay wants Jen's mama to be there, and to be there, and Bryce is like, "I can't have her there because we're with my marriage," and basically Clay is like, "Is there you either happy here or you fired?" And Clay is, Bryce says, "Look, I'm gonna quit. I'm done." So he moves on. So Bishop said, "We need to hire Virginia the healer." So, and she's doing a great job. She's healing people. Before then, because Bryce was having a book talking about get it, but he just got. So, of course, Anyway, Dean's dad, goes to try to talk to Dean in the torment. They're having a good time. Dean didn't like it at first, but but his dad was like, "I'm an architect," so he comes to the grand opening. He does, and then the first Mac tries to pay him off. He refused, so she basically got Melba to take care of the problem. Melba put drugs in his coffee, which in turn made him act like an idiot, act like a fool. And he was burying himself because Dean was there, and he says, "Oh, see, he's on drugs." And so he didn't want nothing to do with him anymore. He wants to go back to casino. Regina's crying. Of course, next day, you know, you know, Dustin's dad trying to explain what happened at first. Dustin's like, yeah, you bought this and that, and then eventually he tells her it was the lady that gave him the coffee. Then they realized it was Melvin that did that. So now she's pissed, right? So she's mad. She wants to take care of the problem. And so look, I'm gonna go after she's like, he came after my family. That's it. So Dustin's ready to take out the family, and that was pretty much it. So that was pretty much it for season 4, for episode 4 and 5. So I think I pretty much caught up with you guys. If you missed anything in the comments, put in the comments below. Subscribe to my video, comment on my channel, all that good stuff. Anyway, this is your boy D. I am out. Holla.